What's up, guys? Let's talk about masculinity some more, shall we? I know it's commonly talked about on this channel, but it comes to my mind, forgive me, when I'm getting done with the gym and the cobwebs kind of start to clear away, it's just every single day. It's crazy how you think today's gonna suck and you just go to the fucking gym. Like, your day will be so much better. Like, do the difficult thing right off the bat. I don't understand people that, working out, if you can work out, some working out is better than, or working out period is at any time of the day is better than not doing it at all. But if you do it first thing in the morning, depending on what your day is like, first thing, the start of your day, even if you wake up at 3 a.m. to go to work out at 3:30, 4 a.m. and then go to work, everything will be easier. I don't understand why this isn't talked about every day by everyone. A lot of people talk about it, but that's the mind right there. That's the head games you play on yourself. I think, God, it makes me think about that, right? If it's that easy, just working out, right? Then if you're going tinfoil hat, right? And you're like, how do we get control over people? How do we get control over society? How do we get more control? How do we get people to be weaker? Which is another way of getting control. It's easier to control people if they're weak, right? You talk about toxic masculinity. You talk about, like, it's so clear now. At the point now where most people, I would argue, if someone like myself saying that, and then conspiracy theorists or someone like frames it like that, like let's call it the man frames it like that, it's like people are like, you lie about everything. So now we're in this gaslight world, and I'm telling you, it's never been a better time to just embrace your masculinity. Just destroy yourself in the gym. I might be a little strong. I tend to go too hard because that's what it's all about. You do that extra repetition, and then you're like, there's no way I can do another one. You do another one. That's creating a resiliency within your mind that is the basis of all strength. You can effectively handle anything if you can handle your mind. That is obviously the most cliche thing, is your own worst enemy, but it's probably the most helpful cliche. I shouldn't say being with extremes, but it's a very helpful cliche. And yeah, the reason I started this video is I was just kind of thinking about why it's so hard to motivate all these things. I know I made a bunch of videos about what's the point. I don't see what the point is, how I ruin my life. It's just very negative. And it's because I don't have anything to, I'm a people pleaser and a codependent. It's always going to be there. And I got to remind myself that I can do things for me. And so when I don't have, right now, I don't have anything, I got really no relationships whatsoever. So I'm 100% alone. And so it makes it really difficult, even if you're not a codependent, to work for, it's easy to say, what's the point? And I'm telling you, whether it's that, hopefully you're not in that kind of situation, but anything like that, you have, whatever it is, let's just start with the narrative part. Like, we have never been weaker as men. Other men tearing men down, women tearing men down, society tearing men down. It's insane. And I think it's most healthy to frame that as just another form of resistance. In the same way, it's all in your mind. So if that's what you are, it's keeping you from getting to the gym and bettering your life and pushing forward and being masculine, then use that just as another resistance, just like the weight. That is another way to frame it. Is so many people are weak. Just go to the freaking gym every day. Just go and do something. You're going to be ahead of everyone, and then you can build momentum on that. Goggins fucking talks about it, taking souls. It's a great idea. Don't take his shit to the nth degree. Believe me, I did that, and yeah, it's amazing how you can do that and you can push like that if there is, what's the quote? Are you a bold man or a insane, how's it go? There's a difference between a insane man and a bold genius, and the difference is an insane man does the same thing over and over then with no destination, and it's a bold, damn it, I fucked up the quote, but yeah, basically the idea is you can do the same shit and not know the destination and be working your ass off, and you'll go insane. In other words, you do a pull at David Goggins and you don't know why you're doing it, you will go insane eventually. And you don't know you have no destination, you're basically that's basically just abusing yourself. But you can do the same thing and work just as hard if you know and you have passion in it and you know why you're doing it. And that's where it gets tricky, because that's like it's almost, not quite, but close to saying, getting trapped and being like, I have no reason, or I have no, what's the point? Because you can conflate those two ideas. And I hope I'm making sense. I'm getting a little, just got done with that workout. It's a little hot out today. But yeah, I just wanted to reiterate another powerful thing is you should be working out even harder now, because it's easier to stand out. Like, standing out is the answer. It is the answer. We're gonna have a renaissance. It's coming, right? We're in it right now with men and society coming together and being stronger and being loving and growing. It starts with you, though. I'm sorry, it starts with the men. You have to get in the gym. You have to start with your mind. You have to start with your body, because with that body creates a healthy mind. It works that way. It only works that way. You have a healthy mind, yes, you can, it's the chicken egg situation, but your mind's not always going to be there for you. Your body is what it starts with. This is how we are evolved. That's why fucking recess was the worst thing ever when they got rid of that in school. That is, I think everyone needs a recess. You need to get out there and be in nature and running around and flourishing and moving your body. And it shouldn't even be society would be so much better. Oh my God. If we just had, was it the fiesta or whatever, what does Spain do, where you just had to take a nap for an hour? If we had that, or that, but just exercise in America, like a recess for the whole country, holy crap. Especially with ADHDers, I'm telling you, that stuff, everything just works better when you get some exercise. And I think that's how we evolved. The lion would chase us, whatever thing would happen. It wasn't like, oh, I need to do this for vanity and I need to, a six-pack is important. No. A six-pack was, oh, you need to probably eat some more and you got some muscle under there, and that's, it's a function, but there's so much vanity and reasons for that are just like, I don't know. We just did it, it's in our blood. And I don't think there's any exception to that. I think there's varying degrees for different people. I think the people with ADHD are so often are like the hunter-gatherer type people with the, they're, why are we always gamers? Why are we always athletes? Why are we, addicts? We crave novelty. We were those people that evolved from, I would argue that we were the leaders. We were the people that, made decisions and could think outside the box. That's why it's so hard for people with ADHD to have repetition and have, and sit still and to be inside. It's now we medicate. I think just got to get outside, guys. Get outside, move your body, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm gonna crash my car. You gotta not drive in the middle of the road. No, she was turned. She was parking. So that makes sense. All right. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. See, I just did a wide turn too. See? I was judgmental for that moment. You gotta catch yourself. That's another thing. That was a great example of don't judge people. It's really easy to. But anyway, get to the gym, guys. Use everything in the world, everything that's negative, that's keeping you back, and use that as fuel to stand out and be different. And fuck the haters. They're never gonna go anywhere. They're reinforcing the thing in their brain that's just gonna keep them stuck. And there's freedom. You can always find an angle. Believe me, you can always find an angle. Everything is a lesson. The less you have, the more freedom you have. Seriously. The less people you have, the less potential toxic thinking, the less weighing you down. Or, I mean, they can bring you up. That's the power of us. And yeah, we keep forging ahead. It's a good day. Catch you guys later.